Hello and welcome to another exclusive review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, the number one reviewer on YouTube and Google. We just hit 60 million minutes viewed last month. This week we're at Magic Goes Wrong by the Mischief Theatre Company and PENN at the Vaudeville Theatre in the West End of London. This show I was excited to see. For months I've been waiting to have my moment to see magic reinvented in the West End. Having just sat through the more or less atrocity of The Illusionists at the Shaftesbury Theatre in the summer, I was hoping that this would blow me away. Unfortunately, it doesn't. At best, it's an Edinburgh Fringe production. I don't know why they are making fun of the art they're trying to celebrate. For PENN and Teller, who at times have one of the most laborious shows in Las Vegas where Penn won't stop speaking, it is hard to believe that he would have the audacity to bring a show to the West End that mocks his art and makes fun of the craft of magic. For that, I hate it. This show could have been done beautifully and made fun of the art whilst celebrating the brilliance of it. It seems to me this show has been done on no budget, with even less creative. It's hard to believe that the magic consultant Ben Hart would put his name to this show. All credibility gone in my book. In terms of cast, nobody shines really because they can't. This is a shticky show where Mischief rehash their old gags from their quite brilliant The Play That Goes Wrong. Since then, they've been churning out these shows that basically have the same gag. Look, here's how it's done properly. We're going to do it wrong so that everybody laughs. The problem is when you know that payoff, you can't laugh 2.5 hours later, which is the reason I had to leave before the interval. David Copperfield makes an appearance in this live from Las Vegas in some shticky bit where the line goes down. Again, not funny, and for David to be part of such a show that mocks his craft is beyond my comprehension. Perhaps he should spend more time working on his own Vegas show than wasting his time mocking magic in the West End. Penn and Teller are magic legends, and they are two brilliant magicians. It is therefore beyond my comprehension why we don't get to see that in this show. The opening number is pantomime, basically, and a routine that is done in pantomime, therefore can be done by any actor or anyone with no skill. Next up, we get to see Henry Lewis taking the mick out of mentalism. Well, this can be done beautifully. I could name you 2 or 3 people, like Darren Brown and Frederick De Silva in Vegas, who make this some of the most compelling form of the art. Yet he's just doing the old Joe Pasquale gags that he's been doing for 20 years. Not clever and not funny. One of the biggest problems with this show, it's got too many in-jokes. For example, David Hearn plays the Blade, which is clearly a piss take of Chris Angel. But the problem is Chris Angel has got the most beautiful magic show in the world. So how can you mock him? He's also fighting cancer. His son was diagnosed with paediatric cancer. And to take a low blow like this in the West End, and frankly it's pointless because most people won't get the reference anyway, really is shameful, and Penn and Teller should know better. To take their personal vendetta out on Chris in the West End is an own goal, and in my opinion loses all respect for both of them instantly. We all know that Penn and Teller hate the man because he has the number one show in Vegas and they don't, and therefore they've used this as an opportunity. Not funny, not clever, and David, unfortunately, doesn't have the talent to pull it off. The problem mocking someone like Chris Angel, who sells out 2,500 seats a night with the most beautiful magic show I've ever seen, is that you have to do it better to make it funny. And of course this show doesn't, because it seemingly has zero budget relative to other West End productions. This is not a show worthy of the West End. It should be at comedy fringes and cut to an hour. It's the same gag over and over again. In my view, go and see The Play That Goes Wrong. Avoid Magic Goes Wrong. It's not funny, it's not big, it's not clever. Mischief and Penn and Teller should be ashamed. And you've been listening to another 1-star review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz. Ta-da.